my friends, if you it's Andrea Purvu, and today I welcome you guys back to a new episode of my podcast Prima. So for today's episode, I'm going to shoot an after match review, and the match that I've chosen to react to for today is Portugal versus Czechia. But before diving into that match, I would like to summarize the other match that took place last night at the Euro tournament, and that was Turkey versus Georgia, which ended up with the final score 3-1 for Turkey. Basically, Muldur opened up the score for Turkey in minute 25. Then Mikautadze scored the second goal for Georgia in minute 32. Then in minute 65, Güler scored, and I gotta talk about this. So, Güler, in case you guys do not know, he's a player at Real Madrid, and you guys know that I support Real Madrid. And the thing is that he is a really young player. He's a wonder kid. He's a diamond. Everybody already knows that. And this was his Euro debut. And it's considered this goal to be the most beautiful goal so far in this tournament. And honestly, I don't think that anyone is going to beat that goal. It was a gorgeous goal. I'm going to put actually a video on the corner. It was a gorgeous goal shoot by Arda Güler. And as well, he broke Ronaldo's record. Basically, he is now the youngest player to ever score in his Euro debut, because when Ronaldo broke this record, he was 19 and 128 days, and Güler is 19 and 114 days. And he broke as well that record, and I was so happy for him. The way I screamed last night when that happened, oh my god. And yeah, that is with Arda Güler's goal. And the last goal for Turkey was scored by Aktürkoğlu in minute 90 plus 7. So that is for this match. Now let's talk a bit about this group. This is Group F, formed of Turkey, Georgia, Portugal, and Czechia. I think is not a that tight group. Basically, I think that between Portugal and Turkey is going to be a tight competition, and between Czechia and Georgia is going to be a tight competition. But anyways, basically, these two statements result my prediction for this year for this group, and that is that Portugal and Turkey are going to qualify for the next stage, while Georgia and Czechia will get eliminated. Then now let's talk a bit about the lineups. Honestly, I think that I've watched the Czechia's squad for maximum 3 times, so I do not know those many players at Czechia. I don't have too much knowledge about the Czechian football, so I cannot really have any remarks on their lineup. Though I have one remark on the Portugal lineup, and that is that was a perfect lineup. Honestly, I think that they literally put the best players in the first 11 players, and it was the perfect lineup. That should be the main lineup for Portugal. Okay, now let's dive into the first half. So, in minute 19th, Vidinias shoots the first corner kick for Portugal, and that was a bit surprising because generally the corner kick is shot by Bruno Fernandes, and to see Vidinias shooting that corner kick was a bit unexpected, though it was unsuccessful because the ball was deviated and nothing happened with that action. Then 2 minutes away from this, Ruben Diaz shoots on target, but the ball is deviated by Pavel Surk. Basically, Ruben Diaz hesitated a bit before shooting. He did not have too much control on the ball, so that resulted a not that good shoot, though it was on target, but the kind of shoot that could have been deviated, you know. 2 minutes away from this, Bruno Fernandes shoots on target, but the ball is deviated again, though the execution was pretty good. I mean, it was almost perfect, though it was not perfect because it was deviated, but he shot with lots of power. His shoot was very strong, it was on target, though yes, it was deviated. Anyways, in minute 26, Portugal starts a counter-attack. Bernardo Silva tries to pass to Leao, but Leao does not catch the ball. Basically what happened, as we all know, Bernardo Silva is a right winger, but he's left-footed. And in the position that he was in that moment, to pass to Rafael Leao, basically that position was for a right-footed person, a right-footed player. So his pass was not that good. It was a bit hesitant, I think that's the word, right? Okay, yeah. And Rafael Leao was not even able to catch it anyways. He did not have enough speed to catch it. And yeah, then in minute 38, and this is the last important action from this half, Rafael Leao receives a yellow card. Basically, he claimed that Souček hit him, but basically there was a really minimal contact between them. I mean, in some replays it seemed like there was no contact at all. In some others it seemed like he touched him with his arm or something like that, but something really minimal, nothing too severe. But Rafael Leao took advantage of that action, so he dived. He literally threw himself on the ground. And the referee noticed that, so he gave him a yellow card for simulation. And honestly, I don't think that was a controversial decision, though some people would have said that was a controversial decision, but no, I mean, he should have received that yellow card. It was a really big simulation. And yeah, now to wrap up the first half, so Portugal had around 70% of the ball possession in this first half. So we can make an idea of what style of playing Czechia have played, and that was defensive. They did not even try to even attack or anything. Basically, I think that what they wanted was to lock in a null score, but it's pretty hard to do that with Portugal. But it was pretty good for them because they're not such an amazing team. It was really good for them to lock in a null score, to be a draw with no goal scored. But yeah, I mean, it as well gets really tiring at some point to only defense and stuff like that. Though I think that for Czechia, it's a good style of playing because I've seen that most of the players have these skills, these defensive skills. They're really tactical in the defense. And as well, the players, what I've seen that the squad is really physical. I mean, they're all really tall and massive, tall and massive players. I want to say tall, massive, and muscly. That's what I meant to say. Players. And yeah, I mean, it seems like most of them are made for the defensive style of playing. So yeah, they basically used those advantages that they have for defending. Though it was unsuccessful, because now I will dive into the second half. So I'm going to finally talk about the goals. So, in minute 57, Schick receives a yellow card. Basically, he tripped João Cancelo, and it was supposed to be only a... no. So, he tripped João Cancelo, and he received a yellow card. Then he protested about it, and honestly, it was pretty clear that there should have been a yellow card. I mean, I don't think that was controversial at all. He deserved that. And anyways, that... action resulted a free kick, which was shot by Ronaldo, who directed the ball on target, but the keeper saved it, so nothing happened there. And then Czechia opens up the score in minute 61, and honestly, that was a really beautiful, or not necessarily beautiful, but that was a very I don't want to say good. You know what, I'm going to say good, because it was not like a beautiful goal, it was not an amazing goal. you're going to understand what kind of goal is after I will describe it. So basically, Provod shot in an absolute, almost impossible. Oh no, you know what? Wait, I'm actually going to describe it. I'll stop adding attributes, and I'm going to describe it how it was. So Provod's accuracy in that moment was amazing, because in that position it was pretty hard to shoot, and besides that, it was honestly really hard to shoot in how much chaos and in all of the Portugal's defensive actions in that moment. Though he shot with an amazing accuracy, and that was the kind of shoot that it's almost impossible to save, you know? And it was absolutely unexpected. I mean, he chose the right moment to shoot because nobody expected that. I mean, everybody expected him to play the ball a bit more and then to shoot, but he didn't. And honestly, that was that unexpected that when I was watching it, I was just sitting like this. I was like, I can't believe this. But it was not like, I don't know, I was super I mean, no, I was super surprised. It was not like, oh my god, I was mad at it or whatever. No, I was just like, I can't believe this, you know? And yeah, that was a good goal. I wouldn't say that was beautiful. It was good. It was well thought. That's the kind of goal that was. It was a well thought goal. Yes. Then 2 minutes away, we can see the first change in the lineup, and Diogo Dalot leaves the field and is replaced by Inacio, I think you pronounce it. And basically that was quite expected change, because Diogo Dalot, for a defender, he played a lot in the offensive area. And we can definitely tell that Diogo Dalot is the kind of player that can play almost every position. He has a very good offensive skills, but it gets kind of tiring for a defender, for a regular back, to play in the offensive area. So we could have kind of noticed that he got tired, so he was changed by Inacio. And then the other change in the lineup, Rafael Leao got out and Diogo Jota got in. Okay. Then in minute 69, the second goal was scored, and Portugal finally scores their first goal, but it's not even scored by a Portugal player, because this is an own goal. Basically, so what happened? There was a really big mistake from the goalkeeper. So Portugal shoots on target, and the goalkeeper, instead of catching the ball, he blocks it. And that was the major error in this action. So he catches it instead of he blocks it instead of catching it, and the ball ricochets into his teammate's leg, into Robin Ranak's leg. And honestly, I mean, probably that guy was thinking about him, poor him, he probably did not sleep last night. But honestly, it was the goalkeeper's fault, because that was, as I said before, a major error made by the goalkeeper. In that kind of situation, you are supposed to catch the ball, you never save it, you never block it, sorry. So yeah, and that's how the first goal for Portugal was done. Then in minute 86, we see the second goal for Portugal, and that was, oh my god, what a goal that was. So Ronaldo with his head directs the ball, but it hits the post, and then the ball ricochets from the post, and Diogo Jota scores with a headshot, which was an amazing goal. But sadly, it was disallowed. It was disallowed to Ronaldo's offside. It was not a major offside, but still it was an offside, and sadly it was disallowed. But it was such a beautiful goal. Basically, Ronaldo got on the offside, I almost said on the offside side. No, he got on the offside when he tried to dive with his head. And yes, as I said, it was not a major offside, but still an offside, still disallowed. And yeah, And then the last goal, which is this one, is the actual second goal for Portugal, the one that was not disallowed, which is shot in minute 90 plus 2 by Portugal, by the youngest player of... A siren interrupted our conversation again. Okay, so the last goal for Portugal was shot in minute 90 plus 2 by the youngest player in that team, called Francisco Conceição, I think you pronounce it. I mean, I knew his first name, and generally when I talk about him I say Francisco, but I don't know exactly how you pronounce his second name. Conceição. Comment down below how you pronounce it. If I pronounce it correct, comment it down below. If I didn't, comment it down below for me to know next time to pronounce it correct, you know? And basically there was a major error in the Czechian defense. But yeah, anyways, I was so happy for him because he's the youngest player and he scored his first goal, and Ronaldo seemed so proud of him. I mean, he hugged him so much, and yeah, he was very nice and very supportive towards him. But anyways, he was that happy that when he celebrated with his shirt, taking his shirt off, and he received a yellow card because, you know, those are the rules. If a player gets his shirt off and he doesn't wear, I don't know, I mean, have you seen that most of the players wear those things kind of like, not like bras, but I don't know exactly how to call those. Anyways, and he did not have that kind of thing wearing underneath his t-shirt, so when he took it off him, the referee was obliged to give him a yellow card. And yes, this was the match. Honestly, it was a really unexpected match, but I liked it. To wrap it up, Czechia gained more confidence, in my opinion, and more power with every single unsuccessful Portugal offensive action. And that's how the first goal was scored, because they finally, I mean, they were gaining more confidence at every single unsuccessful action, and then they gained that much confidence that they finally attacked, and I think that was anyways the only attack that they made. I'm not sure, maybe if not the only, one of the few attacks that they made, but yeah. Then I was pretty surprised about Bruno's Fernandes performance, because I mean, the first half he done a lot, but in the second half I've barely even seen him. I mean, yeah, it was kind of surprising to him to be that invisible in the second half, you know. And yeah, now I would like to talk a bit about the MVP. So far, right now when I'm shooting this video, the MVP award was not awarded yet. But honestly, I do not know who to choose for an MVP to be the man of the match. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to see if the MVP has been awarded. If it has been, I will write it here on the screen. If it hasn't been while I'm editing, then we will leave it like that. And yeah, this was it for today's video. Another really short video, but not too many things happened during this match. So yeah, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Share it to your friends if you think that this information might be useful for them. Comment down below any suggestion for me to improve and stuff like that. And subscribe to keep in tune with all of my uploads. Okay, bye!